Hey yo, what is going on with the viewers of the tube? First, let me introduce myself as Tyler, the host of the crypto channel that wonders if you'd rather have me or Seal sing his hit, Kiss from a Rose. You know how we remix. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, many of the subs have been asking for it, so I gotta give back to those who watch this channel. Another Chico Crypto portfolio breakdown, as things have ended up changing since the last time we put together a video like this. A lot, and we put that video out pre-March crash, almost 3 months ago. So what was our portfolio like back then? Well, a breakdown of it went like this. My number one hold was Chainlink, making up nearly half my portfolio at 49%. Number 2 was Bitcoin with 15% of my portfolio. Number 3 was Ethereum with 13%. Number 4, Unibright with 6%. Number 5, Kyber Network with 4%. Number 6, iExec with 3%. Number 7, Ren with 3% too. Number 8, MakerDAO with 2%. Number 9, ZeroX Protocol with 1%. And finally, the last 4% was made up of a basket of altcoins I was still holding on to. So changes, did they happen with the crash and semi-recovery? Oh yeah, they did. So let's begin with my number one hodl. Is it Chainlink? Is Chico still based? Yeah, I am, as Chainlink now makes up just 37% of my portfolio, losing 10 percentage points. So, did I sell any? Nope, I'm a hodler, and it's because Chainlink has deflated since early March, going from $4.68 to $3.84 as of yesterday, a loss of nearly 18%. I would like to get deep into things about Chainlink in today's video, but I'm planning a full one here soon on staking, their involvement with Baseline, and more, so we will leave it to then. So number 2, is it still that sweet, sweet BTC, or have I finally pulled the trigger and put more money into Ethereum, or another altcoin? Actually, no, even though I have been accumulating more Ethereum than Bitcoin, but BTC is still number 2, moving up in percentage actually, now making up 18% of my portfolio. Reason? Well, Bitcoin hasn't lost anything since March 6th. Pulling out the price chart, as of yesterday, the price is basically where it was. For the most part, BTC has recovered, while a majority of altcoins haven't. So now you're thinking number 3 is Ethereum, right? Well, I have been picking up Ethereum, but during some of the dips for this altcoin, I've been putting in some profits from the channel too. And since March, it has exploded even further. That's why Unibright is now my number 3 hodl and makes up 15% of my portfolio. Pulling out UBT's price chart since March 6th, it was about 26 cents on the day, and since a crash in mid-March, it has recovered and then pushed even further to 48 cents as of yesterday, a gain of nearly 85%. It's been a solid call with UBT the whole way through, being the first to find and reveal the involvement with Baseline in a video posted on January 23rd, titled Altcoin Moonshot Found, Ethereum's Key to Enterprise. Might have been right about that one. And since the call in January, UBT has went from 2 cents to 48 cents, returns of 2,300%. So have I thought about selling some of my stack? Well, actually, yes. There are things about the project I do not like having data trash as an advisor still to this day. Personally, I think that is bad having him attached to the project. And they still don't realize this, that having this trash boy who shilled multiple Shatcoins was never transparent about the sponsorships for shilling. Even the one he has with you guys to this day isn't good, as your team is still all about having him on the team. Per example here.
What happened to your partnership with DataDash, aka Nicholas Merton? What are your marketing plans for the future?
It's very interesting that this question is put that way, because first it asked for the partnership with DataDash, and then what are your marketing plans? So first of all, it's not a marketing partnership, it's an advisory partnership, and Nicholas has been a very valuable contact, a very clever person, a very thoughtful person to talk to from the very beginning of our journey, and we're still in very good contact with him. So what happened to the partnership? It happened that we really love to have this. It grew and love to have this partnership in place.
Yeah, we had this. I think we had this interview a few weeks ago with him.
Yeah, and he also did a moderation or hosting of an EA or baseline event. So, I mean, the space is not that big. So you happen to meet the same people anyway, and we are very happy that in person of Nicholas that we have this partnership on an advisory level established since the very beginning, and it's great.
You can just tell by the body language that they don't like being asked that question because they can't give good answers. So it would be nice for you guys to be transparent and let us know how many tokens Data Dash has, as he wasn't too transparent back in the day, which he obviously should have been. And now getting him involved with Baseline, hosting events, bad idea. But like Chico says, the shat always comes out in the wash. Now moving on to number 4, the core protocol of which UBT made their product for and of which their token is hosted on. Yep, Ethereum has actually moved down to number 4 and it makes up 11% of my portfolio now. Why has it moved down percentage-wise and placed spot? Well, pulling out the price chart, Ethereum has collapsed from around $244 March 6 to $205 as of yesterday, a drop of nearly 16%. Although I have been accumulating Ethereum on a high level with the profits from this channel, so it didn't drop nearly as much as Chainlink percentage-wise. Now, here comes the big changes, boys and girls. So just last Tuesday, I made this video about an altcoin that is involved in the energy sector, who I think could have connections to Tesla. Well, the video revealed the altcoin, Energy Web Token, and that has now moved up to number 5 in my portfolio, making up 5%. So I put a small investment early on, but as I continue to research, I have been daily accumulating this token, and the price since the video was dropped has been moving up nicely, going from since we found it $1.70 to $3.57 as of yesterday, a gain in a week of nearly 110%. Now this isn't a UBT going to moon 2,300% in a couple of months, as the market cap is already much higher, but I am figuring out a ton of connections with this project and see its long-term viability, and we'll be speaking about those in a video here soon. So number 6 is actually a coin like EWT that wasn't in the top coins last time, although unlike EWT, I held some back in March, a small percentage, but I knew with the hype of Ethereum 2.0 and staking, it would eventually pop. That number 6 coin is Rocket Pool, and it now makes up 4% of my portfolio. Why? Well, pulling out the price chart since March, Rocket Pool has exploded, going from 57 cents on March 6 to $2.33 as of yesterday, an explosion of 308%. And that hype for Rocket Pool is only the beginning, as Ethereum staking isn't even launched. This is a coin I am keeping accumulating up to Ethereum 2.0 staking. Number 7, who could that be? Well, it's a project I have been waiting for the mainnet to release for some time, and that just happened. Coin number 7 is Ren, and it now makes up 4% of my portfolio too, pushing it up a percentage but keeping it at the same spot. Pulling out the price chart since March, Ren is another coin who has performed well, going from 0.067 March 6 to 0.093 as of yesterday, a gain of 38%. Not as much as UBT or Rocket Pool or the others, but enough for it to take a bigger chunk of my portfolio. And boy am I excited for the Ren VM mainnet, because we now have a trustless Bitcoin on Ethereum with Ren BTC. Will it take off? This is to be seen. Number 8 is a DeFi coin I use very often, and the last time it was up a couple rankings. That coin is Kyber Network, and now makes up 2% of my portfolio. Pulling out the price chart, you can see why Kyber has fallen. On March 6, it was about 77 cents, and as of yesterday, it was 67 cents, a drop of 12%. Even with the drop, I am holding every single one. Why? Well, staking in the Kyber DAO was just released, and you get Ethereum rewards for staking Kyber. That's freaking awesome. And then they have the burn mechanism most people don't realize, as Kyber token fees for using their protocol are burned and destroyed. And going to Kyber Tracker, we can see nearly 4.9 million KNC have been burned, effectively reducing the total supply and creating scarcity. Things Chico likes. And finally, who is the last coin to make the list as number 9? MakerDAO, Synthetics, iExec RLC? Nope, it's actually Xerox Protocol, which now makes up also 2% of my portfolio, but it was very close for that spot with Synthetics and DGB. But then pulling out Xerox's price chart, we see why. On March 6th, the price was 28 cents. Since Xerox has recovered from that dip and pushed through that high to 33 cents as of yesterday, and that is a good gain. And if you've been watching the Chico channel for any time, Xerox has been a long-term hold of mine, and that is not changing. So overall, even with the March destruction, my portfolio is looking pretty solid. It wasn't all roses and peaches though. Some coins like iExec RLC and MakerDAO haven't performed, actually performing ugly. But I still have full confidence in the tools being built by both these teams, and I'm not selling anytime soon. And those coins make up the last 2%, plus some other ones I am keeping close tabs on. Synthetics, Monero, Digibyte, Decentraland, Theta, Waves, Algorand, Tezos, and one recently added, if you watch my live stream, Kusama. So how will things change next time? Will some coins move out of the bottom into the top 9? Well, these markets, they move fast, and I guarantee you things will be so much different when we do another breakdown. 2 months. Cheers, I'll see you next time.